Good morning, everyone. Good morning. For my breakfast this Sunday morning, I'm going to be making some plantain porridge. And these are the ingredients that I will be using to make my plantain porridge. So I have 3 green plantains here. I have nutmeg. I have coconut milk powder. I have powdered milk, Lasco, and I have my Benjamin rose water, my almond flavored water. I have my vanilla. Alright, so let's get cracking and show you how I make my plantain porridge. Okay, so now I have washed my plantains and removed most of the skin. You notice that I have left some of the skin on, and that is because I just like when you're having the plantain porridge and you see this little streaks of green in there. I kind of like to see that. So yeah, this is it, ready to be loaded into the blender. Okay, so I am putting some into the blender. This I'm going to use the Lasco to blend this. Alright, so here I have the plantain loaded into the blender with some Lasco and water. So we're going to purify this now. Now this is what it looks like after the plantain is purified. This is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to add this blended plantain and powdered base milk. I'm going to add this now to the boiling water. So the water is on the stove being boiled, and I'm now going to pour this in. Okay, so I'm now going to be making the thickener, which I will use some oats. Right, I'm going to be using some oats. Some people use same blender that I use to blend the plantain. I'm using it just as. Okay, so some people use flour, some people use cornstarch, and some people use just as is. They don't add anything, they just have the plantain porridge like that. I'm also going to be adding my coconut powder, Lasco coconut powder, and I will also add some more Lasco powdered milk, because I like when my porridge is very creamy. I should have added water before to the blender. So now I'm going to pour some water in here. And I'm also going to add my nutmeg. I like to add my nutmeg to the blend rather than just grate it in the porridge at times. So I'm adding my nutmeg there. Alright, so I'm going to blend all of this now and add it to the porridge to get a thicker texture, right? A thicker consistency to the porridge. Oh, this smells so nice. Wonderful aroma. So the oats is blended, as you can see on the spoon, right? Smooth and ready to be added to the mixture in the pot. So let us pour. Let's pour. Okay, so we have added our thickener, which is coconut milk. Well, really the thickener is oats, but coconut milk. You can see the plantain has started to form a custard in the pot. Right, started to form a custard in the pot there already. So we have coconut milk here, and look at the nice texture that it has. You see that? Nice. And let me show you the green that I was referring to. If you look at the porridge, you see that little touch of green in there. I like to see that. It tells me I'm having plantain porridge even before tasting. So see how rich it is? Looking nice and creamy, with a nice texture and a wonderful aroma coming from the nutmeg that was already added, and the coconut milk with the plantain itself. It's smelling wonderful. So we're going to allow this to cook. So I'm going to put the cover onto my pot and allow this. So we do not cover the pot completely. Otherwise, it is going to boil over on the stove. So you do not cover the pot completely. All right? All right. So update. Here it is now. This is a right texture. It is not too thick. It is just right. Look at that. So our porridge is coming along nicely. So it is time to sweeten the porridge. I have already added sugar to the pot. I've not even turned off the flame as yet, but I'm now going to add some vanilla. I will add some rose water. Remember, I previously added nutmeg. And I will also add some almond flavoring. All right. Nothing being overpouring here, not adding too much of any. All right. Stir. Of course, salt was also added previously. You have to stir properly to make sure you mix everything, all the sugar out. Okay, and here we have the finished product, garnished with some dried raisins, as I love to have raisins in my porridge. So plantain porridge, green plantain porridge. Here you go.